Congressman Greene, I want to go. I got to get to Fauci, but I got to go with you. I know
I want to go with you on this for a minute.
I know you've been very upset about this and the treatment of people and Ashley Babbitt, but today you see the commissars, they're coming for the American military.
Yeah, I've been watching his comments on the screen behind you, Merrick Garland, and here's the real concern. What is domestic terrorism? So, I mean, define this. You know, here we have Antifa BLM that terrorized American citizens for the year. I mean, imagine the summer of rage this past summer. They burned...
A year ago this week.
Yeah, starting... Right. So they burned businesses, they burned cities, attacked police officers, took over police precincts, tore down monuments, attacked federal buildings. Literally, that is insurrection. They're attacking federal buildings, police officers. They're trying to dismantle every bit of law enforcement in all of these cities. And who are the victims? The American people. Is that not domestic terrorism? And then, but yet here he is on the screen. I've been watching his words, defining domestic terrorism as white supremacy, racism, people that went on January 6th. And let's talk about what is our Constitution. What does it guarantee us the ability to do, Steve? It guarantees us the right to dismantle a government when it becomes tyrannical. And so let's ask the real question. What is domestic terrorism? Is it really what this Merrick Garland and the Democrats are telling us? It's the people that went to Washington on January 6th because they really wanted accountability from their government, and they knew what we all know and what I cannot wait to see come out, that there was real election fraud and they believed it's stolen. And
well, they say the big lie, but it was the big steal. That's what we wanted. That's what, quite frankly, I wanted the commission to happen, because then you get to put into the official record.
No, here's what the big lie is. Okay. The big lie is this guy on the screen, yes, and the Democrats and those in charge saying that our patriots in the military, that our patriots in law enforcement, and that our patriots of American citizens, calling them domestic terrorists when they refuse to do anything about Antifa and BLM, and they fund them. They fund BLM on the Democrat fundraising platform, right, Act Blue, and then we have Kamala Harris who shared the Minnesota Freedom Fund bail bond link, and then we have Ilhan Omar, who's hot in the news right now, and they ought to take her out. She shared this bail bond link. These are the people that should be being called domestic terrorists.
Well, the Democrats aren't going to take care of the squad. The squad intimidates them.
Absolutely. You know,
But I want to go back, hang on, before people's heads melt down about dismantling the government January 6th. We won on November 3rd. He did not win. We're going to prove that. And by the way, for all the people out there melting down in Media Matters, we're going to prove that in courts, and we're going to prove it in state legislatures. We're going to prove this. We've got the evidence, and you see in Georgia, and you see in Arizona, and you're not going to be able to stop it. But you do believe, since we've got the votes, you're saying dismantle it through democratic processes in votes, because we've got
Absolutely. I'm talking about the process that we're guaranteed through our Constitution and our founding fathers. And by the way, our founding fathers is not a dirty word. It doesn't need to be taken out of anything. Our founding fathers are heroes that fought and gave up risked their lives and their fortunes and their families so that we can have freedom. That's who our founding fathers are. And they gave us a wonderful document and set up a system in place that is supposed to be for the people. And right now, the Democrats and those in charge.
What would those founding fathers say about it? They came back today. What would they say about the situation we're in right now?
They would be shocked. They would be furious, saying that they gave their lives and gave up everything for America to turn into this garbage, this embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. And this is how people feel. People are disgusted. But here we have, yes, people should have been charged, and I'm glad they were charged on January 6th. They did things wrong. But justice happens through the court system. Justice does not happen by being mistreated in jail.
I think you said, actually, in part of it, you felt intimidated, or you felt actually on that day.
I was very upset. I'm still upset over it. You want to know why? I worked hard. I led an effort and worked very hard to object to Joe Biden's electoral college votes for 6 states. I worked my tail off, and the riot at the Capitol, or whatever you want to call it, guess what? It ruined it. So it ruined my job. It ruined all of us. There was many of us involved in this, and it ruined our ability to object.
And you say you have the evidence that you could have proven, as we're seeing now in Arizona and seeing now in Georgia, that you felt that day that if you had been allowed to make those presentations, you could have changed people's opinion on exactly what the certification of these electors in those states.
We had information and evidence, and we had people's testimony, their signed affidavits, risking perjuring themselves. That's something you listen to when people are willing to perjure themselves and put themselves at risk like that. That's the people you listen to. But let me tell you something more. I am very excited about Georgia. I'm excited about Fulton County. I know what's there, and I want to see that come out. I'm excited about Arizona, and I'm excited about all of these people that no one gets to see, no one hears from them, the news doesn't show them, but they're working their tails off, and I'm so proud of them. Those are the people that are making a difference, and I'm excited for their hard work to be shown, for what they're doing to reveal the truth, and that's what I'm excited about.
I want to say two things. What she's talking about, behind the scenes, there are so many patriots